Okay, Islam guys. Today I wanna examine the whole Saturn worship theory and how it relates to the flat Earth theory. Okay, so the first yeah, I want to go here first. Okay, so this article is called "Read This Before They Remove It: The Saturn and the Cube." So, for example, this very theory is not compatible with the flat Earth theory, because this theory's whole premise actually relies on NASA going to the planet Saturn and taking a picture there. And one of the main points, I don't know if it's mentioned in here, but like basically what they did was they went to Saturn, right, and took a picture of one of the so-called storm there, and they're like, look, it's in the shape of a cube, right? So I want to basically just kind of look at this really quick. So if you go here, okay, so yeah, I was saying, so this entire theory revolves around the Earth being a globe, which, if personally, if you're a follower of the Abrahamic faiths, for example, I'm a Muslim, and we know that like the Earth is in fact flat. This is something that was made clear. If you look at we know NASA symbol is represented by the serpent's tongue. NASA in Hebrew itself means to deceive, and we know that they faked the moon landings. They left nowhere. If you're a Jew or Christian, if you read in the beginning of Genesis, you see the firmament being mentioned. In numerous other places. If you read the Quran, you can see how God mentions the ceiling as protected and solid and something that will break when the day of resurrection comes, when the dead are resurrected. So this is what they're trying to say. So they're saying Saturn is the sixth planet in the solar system, forms on a Saturday, a sixth day of the week in its north pole, and six-sided, has six well-defined rings. This can only be true if the Earth is not flat, is what I'm trying to say. This theory cannot work on a flat Earth, and this website here is precisely showing its hypocrisy. This website says that this website is devoted to exposing the truth concerning the father of all lies, Saturn's cube box. Then he says all major religions worship it. He goes on to say you should question everything. Yes, we should do. But then he says that he says he himself is aware that the universe / the super consciousness has shown and made me aware. So right off the bat, we can see some extraordinary claims being made. So he's trying to hint as of kind of like a pantheistic worldview. Okay, if we go further, then he quotes the fallen angels from the Watchers. Okay, so if any of those who don't know, I'm personally not a believer in any fallen angels, but what he's referencing here is the book of Enoch, which does mention fallen angels. But that's not the reason I'm mentioning this, because it goes against his entire theory. If all religions worship Saturn, then why are you quoting a religious book? And then he mentioned the Great Flood, which is, I do 100% believe in that. Okay, then he says, your key to escape the prison is the almighty creator of the universe, source of infinite wisdom. Okay, then he says, which is a super consciousness, who came in the flesh and was murdered by them and bled for you. Okay, so right off the bat, this person is promoting his personal religion, which I believe is Christianity, but at the same time he's saying all major religions worship it. That doesn't make any sense, and because if you go down, this person actually does believe in the flat Earth. Just give me, okay, right here. Sorry, he says, "What if we're all mind-controlled zombie sheep on a flat Earth?" You can't have NASA going anywhere and while at the same time believing in a flat Earth. It just doesn't make any sense. And he says El is the God of the Bible, but he just quoted a part of the Bible earlier. So this person has a double agenda. He also quotes he also actually quotes David Icke, which is a well-known Satanist himself, or controlled opposition, if you want to know. I know he quotes Elon Musk here, something. Just give me a sec. Okay, right here, he quotes some books, but he doesn't realize, or maybe he does, you can't have a flat Earth in the universe in the way this man is describing it, because on a flat Earth, no one can leave the firmament. So I'm pretty sure this guy believes in that we live in a hologramic society. I'm just trying to find the video here. Just give me a sec. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't find it. I think maybe it was a different website. Maybe it's this one. This is another website that claims that the entire world has been worshiping Saturn for thousands of years, and it's never stopped. Okay, but what people don't realize is that these names and symbols have zero value. They only have as much value as you give them. You know, they're only God is worthy of our worship. You know, ruler, creator of the heavens and earth. There's nothing that doesn't come to him as a slave. You know, and on the day of judgment and the day of resurrection, you know, like all the false idols and are going to be thrown into the hellfire, you know, and people are going to realize who really was the creator of the heavens and the earth. So I think this whole Saturn thingy is something that has been purposely created to give power to a false deity, because people are saying it's this and that and that. But in reality, there is no such a deity called Saturn. It's just a false pagan name that has been invented by the people. You know, if you read the Quran, right, Prophet Abraham, when he used to say to his people, "Why are you worshiping these idols?" They said that because we found our fathers doing it, you know, and they would worship the sun, moon, and stars. You know, these people themselves gave the power. Sorry, not the power, like the attention to false deities, which is exactly what these people are doing right now. And you know. And if you know that, and we already know that God, through his prophet Moses, he destroyed the Pharaoh and the gods of Egypt. So why are still people, you know, like bringing this up? This is, in my opinion, this is just a complete like theory invented to give false power to a false deity, to keep people distracted. Because a lot of people who believe in this theory have their own agendas. You know, they call themselves esoteric researchers, which in itself is a form of incantations and black magic. You know, just look at the symbols that these people propagate. You know, like, for example, they associate themselves with the commonly the all-seeing eye and other similar symbols. You know, like, I actually went on recently there was a website, sorry, I think it was on Reddit. They said that the Jews the website claimed that the Jews are afraid of Saturn coming, so they're trying to do this. But the hypocrisy in the statement is that there is no deity called Saturn. There is not. It's just a fake name that has been invented by the people. So, you know, like, in reality, this has no, like, this, you know, like, it has no significance. You know, like, I think that's the part that most people do not realize, is that you are, like, they are the ones who are themselves being distracted by this whole thing. You know, so yeah, you know, like, I'm just saying, because, like, if you believe, the bottom line is, if you believe in the flat earth theory, you cannot possibly believe in the Saturn worship theory, because in order for the Saturn worship theory to be true, NASA would have to get to space and indeed film Saturn, which can't happen on a flat Earth. So this is just not compatible with one another. You know, so yeah, to me personally, it's just a symbol. It's a, you know, it's just a cube. You know, is okay. It's a cube. Then what? Now what? Is the cube gonna harm you? Is it gonna benefit you? No. It's that because you are the ones who are giving. You know, you're giving. You're upraising it when in fact it's just a symbol and a shape. You know, like. So. Yeah, like, you know, like. It's just, you know, like I think it's control opposition. You know, like when they get people to focus on one thing to take people away from the truth, and people will come with these insane theories. I saw a theory earlier that said that before any major religion was invented, you know, Saturn was the main deity that was worshipped, and I found zero proof of that, zero proof at all. You know, like, because if you notice that all pagan religions have something in common, all their deities are just recycled and repackaged. You know, like the Roman deities are like the renamed ones after the Egyptian ones, and you know, like even the Aztecs, they had their own. All these are false deities and names that just been invented by the devil, the Satan, when he was kicked out of heaven, when he refused to take the command of God and bow down to Adam. You know, he said he would misguide humans, and you know, he would wait for them. You know, like this is exactly, first he got people to worship idols, then he got them to commit adultery, and so on and so forth. You know, like, and when the Antichrist comes, he's just gonna add like icing on top of the cake. You know, because we know that Antichrist comes with, you know, like miracles and stuff like that, and you know, because a lot of these so-called people that push these theories, you know, are in fact from just their talks. They call themselves enlightened ones. You know, they call themselves eschatologic, which in my opinion is a branch of magic itself. You know, just listen to these people's talk. They come with these insane theories. You know, like how the whole world used to worship a false deity and stuff like that. And stuff like Moses never existed, and stuff like, it's just insane theories that these people come with. You know, they, in my opinion, they have a huge agenda. So hopefully, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. You know, if I'll probably be making more videos on. Maybe I'll make another one on the subject, but I will be definitely talking about other subjects. Yeah, you know, like this is, and I just want to leave us off with a quote from the Quran. Sorry. Okay. Just to kind of like wrap up the subject here. So this, the Quran reveals lost knowledge about the Prophet Abraham. It's by many prophets, one message. So if you just go down, so okay. So this is what I mean, you know, because just like the Bible, you know, the Quran also says that Abraham's people worshipped idols, and God says, we had certainly given Abraham in the sound judgment before, and we were of him well knowing. And when he said to his father and his people, what are these statues to which you are devoted? They said, we found our fathers worshippers of them. You know, here is a reference, chapter 21, verses 51 to 53. And this is the point I want to, you know, Allah is basically saying here, you know, his people would worship the stars, sun, and moon, you know, like, and for example here, you know, like these are the inscriptions they found in this city of Ur, you know, but you know, like, so yeah, no, basically, and these are, I'm just trying to say, these are, in the Quran says that these are just names that you have invented, you and your fathers, God has not sent any authority for them. So thank you for watching. Assalamu alaikum.